make you wanna go and say that. And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight, feeling overpaid.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Down. Here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Jets have recovered. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a reinforcement's come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Flex round. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So what do you think, play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ram.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gets through and now an opening. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go. 180! Here. Black.
Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw his Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
He's going to take a shot for... And it'll be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're gonna get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Black, come on. Grade 15, grade 15.
Here's Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Black, come on. Shorty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
They go again with Cannon. Stays on his feet. And he's got the first before he's brought down. Down at the 39-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Wentz being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Here they come.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. On first down, they run with Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wentz to throw on second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
List 5-7. List 5-7. List 5-7. Hey, Lou.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. On a slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. And spins away. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's first and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Flex round! Flex round!
A toss to Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And they've got another first and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Cook following the penalty. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Look at the spin. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The grab made by Kirsch over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Come on now, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
81. Here we go. Which one?
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Great.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Black, come on. Shorty.
He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They're going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A give. This is Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The final score now from that game at Lambeau. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Lynch 5-3. 81.
Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. All of 360. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, gave me the choke code. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. C-slime break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your